Presets, pretty straightforward how you program those. Select the preset you want to edit. You select the, type in the full name and the nickname, how you want to edit it. For each of the IA switches, you have up to 60 of them. You program the initial state, and they could be on, well, let's pick a switch, it could be on, bypass, or off. Okay, so you'll scroll through all 60 of your IA switches and tell it whether it's on or off. Okay, the preset can have from 1 up to 20 different MIDI messages. MIDI messages are exactly like IA switch MIDI messages, so you can have, right now it's set to send a MIDI command to MIDI channel 1. It's a program change, and it's number 2 in this particular example. But preset message, the message slots, in this case number 1 could be a MIDI message, and then any of the special commands. It could be a step, sysxsend, you could change the color. So in fact, let's do that. Let's go ahead and just kind of a silly thing, but give you an example. So this preset's going to first change, program change to O2, and then we're going to add a message, and we'll do a special command of set color. Let's do that, because that you can visually see. So now we're going to go ahead and select a color. So this preset, let's say we want it to be blue. Well, it's normally purple, so let's go ahead and say we're going to make it a dim blue. So that'll be the color, so I'm going to save that. Okay, so let's go out. Okay, so now that we just jumped out real quick, we just programmed preset number 3 so that when we step on it, instead of being the normal default purple, it'll turn a dim color blue. So if I click on it, see how it turned blue? Just because we had a special command. And then it goes back to the bright purple. I'm not sure if the camera's picking up the colors because of the flash and light in the background, but so you can see that the MIDI command, it kicks in, so it changes to crystal, and then it turned itself a dim colored blue. So presets, so we have the name, the nickname, the initial IA states, the MIDI programming. If you want to have the preset trigger a particular page, then you can go ahead and do that here. Normally you would just leave it to use the default, so whatever page is just active at that moment in time. That's what it defaults to. A preset can resend the IA and the global IA state, so if an IA switch is on, it'll send the on states. If it's off and off, bypass, it'll send off messages too. You can have it select and resend global IA switches only, or IA states only, or don't send any IA states at all. It defaults to send everything, IA switches and global. So local and global IA states. Global override, no. Expression pedal resend, when you click on the preset, if you change this to yes, it will automatically resend all the values of the expression pedals as they are at the moment in time. Act as IA switch, if you set that to yes, defaults to no, then it will change the preset. It will send all the MIDI commands, but it will not process any of the IA switches or change their states, so it'll leave them exactly how they were before you clicked on that preset button. Block multiple press, if you turn that on, yes, then if you press the preset button again for the second time, it won't do anything. It blocks the second press. If you have states programmed for a preset switch, then you're probably not going to want to do that because it'll block the preset from ever getting to state number 2, 3, 4, and so on. So I'll leave that now. and step remember. So if you're on a preset that has steps and you want to have it come back to wherever you last were, you would change that to yes. What's new in the Liquidfoot Plus is that there are 4 steps that you can have, and you can now name your steps. Why that becomes important is that on the LCD, on the bottom row, if you're on a preset with steps, on the bottom row it'll tell you what step number you're on, as well as at top it'll tell you the nickname of the step. So this is where you would program the nickname for the one of the 4 steps for this preset.